Vamoose, invisible bully like the gooch. I knew I'd get y'all with that. Hey, we got a lot to cover. We got NBA Finals action. We got the second week of strength and conditioning closing out. We got Big Dog Chico's all-purpose rag. It's the morning run. Let's get it.
Get it out your eye.
Good morning on this great Aloha Friday, June the 13th. I don't want to say the other one, Friday, but it's June the 13th. We're live and direct on the Pregame Network, The Morning Run, Dukes the Scoop, Big Dog Chico, Uncle Neely, live and direct. How you guys doing this morning? Talk to me.
Like
up,
Big
Gucci,
Daddy
man?
Kane said, if it's Friday the 13th, I'm going to play Jason.
You ain't lying. Who you playing, Dukes?
Jeezy.
Jeezy like the drink. Jeezy like the smoke. Okay, well, if you Jeezy, I guess I'm Gucci.
Gucci.
Oh, my God.
Straight out of Birmingham, Bessemer, Alabama, baby.
Hey, let me get the, hey, Duke, sometimes you got to grab steering wheel. Let me get the steering wheel. Hey, good morning.
Ahead.
It is the morning run on this beautiful Friday the 13th. Father's Day weekend coming up. Shout out to all the fathers out there. If you're in the chat, you know what to do. Check in. Let us know where you're tapping in from. I seen Canada in the house. New Brunswick, Canada. Shout out to Marty. I see you in there. Also, remember Decatur, where it's Greater Georgia's in the building. As you come in, let us know where you're checking in from. It's Dukes the Scoop. It's Big Dog Chico. It's your man, Uncle Neely. Hey, we here to talk some sports, talk some Colorado, all things that's going on. Big Dog, now that I got us out the ditch, drive the car.
Oh, damn. Okay, then. Well, we used to do back in the
put
day.
us back in the ditch.
Okay, let's go. Let's ride out there. You know, my thing take a little while to crank up. Got to go outside about 30 minutes early and start that thing. And then, okay, anyways, good morning. Once again, we're talking about NBA basketball first because we have the finals. What is it? Game 4 getting ready to come up? Am I wrong?
Game 4.
Game 4 getting ready to come up tonight. And the Pacers took the last one. Thunder must take this one. Is this a must win for the Thunder to get out of Indianapolis and head back to OKC?
This is my favorite part of the show because I get to talk to Dukes. Because Chico get amnesia when we call things. You know, Dukes, make no mistake about it. I picked OKC all season long, picked them for the Western Conference, and I'm still picking them in this series. But one of the things we said, Dukes, you and I said, that if the Pacers were going to win game 1, somebody had to score 20 or more amongst their starters. Check that box. Halliburton did that. And they had to have help off the bench to negate what OKC's bench was doing. And they overdid that, and they got the win. Shout out to them for that. I went into game 3 saying I didn't feel like this was a must-win game for either of those teams. But this game 4, this is a must-win for OKC.
Yeah, absolutely. When the Pacers got I guess Mathurin thought he was like the main character. He went off out of Arizona. I think this is year 3, but he's been scoring 15, 16 since he's been in the league. So I think he really just had like a preview to his free agency because when you see him playing how he took over that game, you can see how another team is going to be like, you know what, that looks like a guy who can help us. A la how James Harden had his preview when he was with OKC before he got to the Rockets. With all that being said, having that type of scoring off the bench when my biggest thing last week was, on Wednesday was who's going to be that next guy for Indiana? Who do you know? Like, because I said, with OKC, you should get that performance from Jalen Williams. You know who your 2 is. Who's going to be the Pacers 2? And every time we ask that question, another 2 arrives. Whether it's I know I say 2, but Halliburton and Siakam are always going to be there.
Sure.
But that next scorer, who's going to be the second leading scorer every game, has been like somebody different. And we saw it again. Wednesday, I said I thought OKC would win, but if I'm gambling, I'm going with the Pacers because for whatever reason, there's something special about this team. Now, we'd also know that OKC has not lost a game in the playoffs after a loss. No back-to-back losses in the playoffs as a whole. Is this the time for the Pacers to invoke some of that Indiana Hoosier magic and break that cycle and put the OKC Thunder against the ropes. I'm not ready to make that prediction. I want to hear what Big Dog Chico has to say first, and then I'll make my prediction.
Well, I was going to just start off with a couple of questions, but I guess I'll go into my thoughts once again. Just like from last night, I said that I was thinking it was going to be Miles Turner that was going to be that third scorer with Siakam and Halliburton, but like y'all said, Mathurin stepped up. Will he be able to do that again and be that third guy? I think Miles Turner is going to have to step up and provide some offensive scoring and rebounding and things of that nature to help, neutralize what Chet is bringing, the 20 points and 10 rebounds. You're going to have to provide something more than just 9 points, 2 rebounds if you're Miles Turner. So I'm looking at the big guys on the inside, getting offensive rebounds, being physical and hustling to get those loose balls, especially while you're at home. I think they need to be playing this game like it's a must-win, speaking of the Pacers, so that they can go ahead and try to close this series out, because you have a chance right now at home with the crowd's going to be going crazy. All you got to do is play hard. You've seen what they've done and how they're going to try to defend you, whether it's Mathurin or Nembhard or Neesmith. Somebody got to take it upon them to say, man, it's going to be me tonight. It was you the other night. It's going to be me tonight, or it's going to be both of us. So at the same time, I wanted to ask, what do you think the strategy is going to be for OKC's coach coming into Game 4 tonight?
I don't know how much of it is the strategy thing versus just be yourself. Be who you have been all season. We've been in this position before. Not we as in me. I ain't playing OKC. I'm talking as if I'm the coach. Remember the difficulties they had against the Denver Nuggets. Remember the difficulties they had against the Timberwolves. Like, they've been in this spot before, and as Dukes has articulated, they have not dropped back-to-back games. So we're used to this position. We know what to do. Let's get it done. My interest is really more on the Pacers side of it, because shout out to them guys, man. They got the lead in this series, and for 2 of those games, they literally took OKC's biggest and best punch. You look at the comeback they were able to do in Game 1 down 15. You look at a game where, OKC's leading scorer, MVP of the league, goes for 34 plus. Like, they've seen everything that OKC can do to them, and they still have a lead in this series. And this is a home game for them. And that's why I'm still classifying this for both parties, actually, as a must-win game versus what Game 3 was, because now we have, it's like those old Rocky movies with Rocky and Apollo. Clearly, Apollo Creed was the better boxer, but the heart of Rocky just kept coming back. And that's what you see in these Pacers. Like, they don't know the scorecard from a boxing analogy. They don't know the scoreboard from a football or basketball analogy. They out there just fighting, and they keep coming at you wave after wave. And as Duke said, you got these guys, right? You got Siakam, you got Halliburton. All right, we know them, but somebody else different keep coming. And so they were able to put a hand check and Heisman pose on Caruso. He wasn't able to show up, but then they had their own Caruso who showed up. I forget his name, the aggravating
McConnell.
Yeah, like dude, that one he stole on the inbound and put right back up. It's like that was ball game right there. Like that was like
over.
Like, we just hit y'all with all we got, and then you do this off the bench. Like, come on, man. And so the Pacers are really, I think, doing a better job of showing who they are in this series so far. But some got to give, Dukes. You're on the road in Indianapolis. You've yet to lose back-to-back in the playoffs. You can't afford to go down that big back home. Like, that's just too big of a hole. I think it's more on OKC to get it done than it is the Pacers, though.
Yeah, I would agree. I think so much pressure on OKC. And I think I like the boxing analogy that you had, because OKC are not traditional counterpunchers. They like to get out, get ahead, and they just like to pour it on. But the Pacers are by nature counterpunchers. Even the way they win games, in-game counterpunchers. You can get up, you can be ahead on the cards, but by the time you get to the 9th, 10th round, the Pacers don't feel like they've taken that much of a beating where they just got to go home. You still got to defend yourself. You got to act like it's the first quarter in the fourth quarter against the Pacers. I don't care if you're up 15 or 16. Well, that's a mentality. And I think the same thing goes for the series. So after hearing you guys speak, I'm going to go with the Pacers tonight. I think they're 6.5 point underdogs tonight. on the road. I like those points. I don't think that OKC can put up that type of performance tonight, especially in light of how much time they're going to have to spend getting the ball in SGA's hands earlier. What McConnell showed them was that if you extend your defense, it takes so much time for if you can get under SGA, basically sliding your feet, and you extend the defense. He's taking so many dribbles to get into the offense that you're cutting the clock down. So by the time you get in the by the time he makes it into the 3-point range to around the 3-point area, it's 17, 16 seconds left. It isn't, and now he's gonna pound the air out the ball, take a shot, a contested jump shot. I'm okay with that. If you score 40, like you said the other day, if you score 40 points taking contested jump shots where you're basically just a better athlete getting to a higher point, I'm okay with that, because what is that doing to the remainder of the team? Nobody else is getting into a flow. Jalen Williams hasn't been himself the entire series, and I think that's the linchpin. And if he has one of those series where he never shows up, they don't win.
And Duke's memo to SGA and memo to the chat before we think this is a fluke. They did the same thing against Jalen Brunson. They played into him pounding air the ball, and then when the defense may let up, you only got about 8 seconds to get into your offense. Exactly. And just by time alone, you're putting them into taking a bad shot or a shot that they haven't worked on, which usually back to your favor. Now all you got to do is get the rebound.
And they're not so much of one-on-one players like SGA is. They kind of depend on him to penetrate and dish it out or make the offensive play, to open it up for them. So if you got a defender, shadowing SGA, the full length of the floor and, just making it a little bit more difficult for him throughout the 24-second shot clock, I think, you guys are spot on with that. And you're going to make those other guys have to beat you and work to score. And now you're in a favorable position if you're the Pacers, is what I'm trying to say. Shout out to Coach Rick Carlisle for making those adjustments also on the fly.
He's doing it, man.
And somebody said they're a team of destiny, and this is second trip back. He was there with Reggie Miller, and now he's back. And I think it's his time to overcome and go ahead and get this win and bring a championship to Indiana. And will OKC, though, the young team, be able to bounce back from this? I see what's in the chat right now.
I missed it. But Chico, I will say this. Shout out to the morning run on something that we talked about that is unfolding. What you are watching, if you're watching this series, you're watching some great damn basketball. You are watching something that's good for basketball. But like we talked about before, without having a brand name like a New York or LA or whoever in this thing, you just think about it, man. The city of New York got 9 million people in it, and we've yet to have a finals game that had 9 million views. This has been like some down viewership for NBA finals, and that's one of those things that happen if you have two small market teams and there's no David and Goliath. It's just David and David. I'm loving what I'm seeing, because I like basketball, but ain't nobody really watching.
Man. Yeah, that's crazy to say. You don't have that LeBron, you don't have that Steph Curry, Giannis, Luka, no KD. Dang, so
you talk about, man, that's probably been 20, 25 years that you could say you had a finals and not one of them names,
Dang. Well, will this elevate Halliburton to that superstardom or SGA to that superstardom, or are they already there?
I don't know if they're there, but it's going to elevate one of them.
Well, we shall see,
put
man.
That stat up. Whoa. Yeah, that stat she just put up. That's crazy. Halliburton. I ain't know that.
Let me see. I don't see it. The last one?
Well, yeah, she's spot on with that, and here's why. He don't put the damn basket. He goes to the basket.
He has to attack the basket
on the field, but he pulls up for the mid range, and no one's gonna foul you right there.
Right.
And the thing about SGA, we can say that the refs favor him or whatever, but the truth is, he puts the refs in a position that they got to make a decision because he's aggressively going to the basket. He balls up on the ball, and then he does like an act of shooting. Whether he barely get touched or touch hard, it looks like he got fouled. Whereas Halliburton is going to come in hard, pause, and like pull up at the free throw line for a mid range, or 15-foot shot somewhere, and that puts him at a disadvantage as a guard to get a call.
Well, we're seeing a new era in the NBA, and next season we might see a whole nother era as far as you got players like Giannis that could leave. Excuse me. Although I think he's going to stay in Milwaukee, but definitely the word around the league is Kevin Durant is on the trade market. We put a poll up last night asking where do the chat think he would end up. I think it was the Knicks that won last night. Let me ask Duke, since he's on here with us this morning, where do you think the best landing spot for Kevin Durant will be?
I voted other.
Okay.
And take a wild guess where I think the team is.
Yeah, you voted for
T-Wolves.
The best place is the Hawks.
The Hawks?
But not. No, seriously, man.
Oh no, you are serious.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I wouldn't mind him going to Minnesota and bringing Ant-Man with him to Atlanta after they win one. I think Minnesota would be a good spot for him. I think really having that secondary scorer who can get his shot regardless of what's going on. Like Caruso can't take his shot away. There's nobody in the league that Kevin Durant can't get his shot against. And I think that's kind of what would make Anthony Edwards more comfortable, knowing that as long as I get him the ball, he will get a shot. I don't have to worry about what position he's in. I don't have to worry about who's guarding him. I don't have to worry about where we are in the shot clock. Kevin Durant needs 3 seconds to get a shot off against anybody, and it's just the truth. So I think that'll probably be the best place for him. But I just had a thought. You know who I think would even be better for Minnesota and nobody's talking about?
Who that?
Giannis.
Oh, I mean, Giannis would be best for anybody, of course.
No, but think about this. Nobody is pairing those two. And you look at the assets that the T-Wolves have. When you look at, they have a young guy in Terrence Shannon who really came a long way in the playoffs this year. When they needed some points in that last series, Terrence Shannon showed up, and I'm really excited to see him next year. Rob with the shifts, Rob Dillingham, another lottery pick. Then you still have Gobert if you want to get rid of him. You got Naz Reid on an expiring contract. Like, you got a lot that you can figure out with Minnesota. The same package that you could put together to get a Kevin Durant, add a couple more pieces to it. You add Giannis, and let's say you're able to keep Randall. Man, can you imagine a lineup of Giannis, Randall, Ant-Man?
I think it's more possible to trade include Randall in that trade than Gobert, and then you have Giannis and Gobert down low with Ant-Man and them. And I like that Dillingham, another couple pieces, 2 draft picks at least, and bring Giannis over there to Minnesota. I don't think it'll happen.
Let me take an alternative view and reverse engineer this thing. Giannis is leaving for a championship. Make no mistake about it. And whereas him going to Timberwolves, as we vision them, would just solidify the Western Conference, but we also have to appreciate for them to get him, they got to give something else. So it's not going to be the Timberwolves that we're looking at. He'll be going in, but 2 or 3 things are coming out, whether it's picks or players. Having said that, when I look at the Western Conference and the parity in it, you look how close old Golden State was to getting there. You look now with the Lakers having Luka. You look at Joker still doing his thing in Denver. You look at the Timberwolves. What I'm essentially saying, man, Giannis, you want to get championship, you might want to stay your ass in the East. Because the path to the finals in the East is just much, much easier. Like, to win the NBA championship, you got to get to the finals. And the path through the West, if you're not on the right team situation, like it ain't what it looked like. You look at Bron, arguably one of the greatest players, if not the greatest player in the NBA history. Not trying to re-kick off that debate. Look how many times he went the East compared to the bubble in the West. Like, it ain't like that.
You're right. All the more to come to Atlanta.
ATL has some pieces too now. ATL has some pieces too. They can send the former number 1 pick and your guy Zachary, and they can send, who else would they send? Probably
can't send Dyson Daniels.
Can't send Dyson, he'll stay. Can't
send
Trey,
Jalen
he'll
Johnson?
stay. You can send Jalen and Zachary. That's 2 2 forwards, and then probably send a guy like
we got 2
Capella
first-round picks this year.
and 2 first-round picks. I'll look at that if I'm in Minnesota.
Now
Milwaukee.
Giannis' agent is a candidate to be the Atlanta the Hawks president of basketball operations.
Wow.
Well, the Hawks owner should make that happen ASAP if he's smart, because those relationships could
Chico
bring him to Atlanta. Yes, sir.
I ain't trying to start no fight, but you better get Leon back. Leon said Luka ain't gonna make no difference for your Lakers.
The Lakers have no defense, and Luka don't do defense. Luka smokes hookah and hoop on. Listen, man, listen. If Giannis goes to the Lakers, right? First of all, I don't think the Lakers have enough draft picks and enough players to send, unless they package Dalton Connect and AR-15 and send him there, right? But I still don't think they have the draft capital to get Giannis to LA, unless they include another team, three-team trade or something like that. We'll see.
Yeah, gotta give us something to get something.
The league will do it though.
The league will do it. Dalton Connect, do it. Send Dalton and AR to the Bucks.
Y'all remember them old Bill Cosby, Sidney Poitier, Let's Do It Again movies? I'm reminded of what they said to Kansas City Mac. And Kansas Mac said back, you got the brain gas to get ass.
You could have just easily said, you got scared money don't make no money. You got to spend some money to make some money. You just had to go there, didn't you?
I'm just saying. Hey, shout out to T.A. Johnson in the house, man. T.A. say
hey, let me ask you this, man.
Let T.A. say hey to the people. What's shit?
Oh, okay. You mean in there? I thought you was talking about
in the house.
Hold on, let me make
football,
sure.
Football operations, all the camps went wonderfully. Women's camp was yesterday evening with back-to-back youth camps. They've been doing their damn thing, man.
Yes, indeed. We saw y'all hustling out there.
Everybody needs to check it out.
Bam. TA in the building.
Yes, indeed. LeBron James. Will LeBron win the championship in LA? Should he just retire, or is his best opportunity to go try to find another home for LeBron James? Or he's just gonna stay in LA?
Man, stay in LA to then see where your youngest boy end up,
Bryce.
Ain't no need bouncing right now, not knowing where he going.
Man.
Because he's ultimately going. Here's what's going to happen in NBA history, which will be the NBA future. There's going to be a basketball game, whether they're on the same team or not, I doubt. But on the floor at the same time will be LeBron James and his 2 sons.
At some point.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's going to be hard to do. If you bring Bryce to the Lakers, man, that's going to look like more of a reality show or something like that. Will teams, will Lakers fans, will other like opponents, will they take that serious to see them out there a family affair or something like that?
I ain't gonna cap you down. Like, I feel like Bryce game, if he stay long enough, they're not gonna let another team won't let that happen.
He won't even make it to the Lakers. He'll be like I
know he's not ranked as highly as some other guys, but I think his game, he's truly like a true wing, 3-and-D wing, where he could find a home, as far as, being able to play, being athletic enough to defend 1 through 3 competitively and have to be able to shoot the ball from deep. Yeah, I don't think, I don't know if he's one and done, right? And maybe Bronny doesn't have that same look if he's not one and done. If Bronny develops, then, maybe you don't see him go 55th to the Lakers. But I think I think he's learned from that. And I think if LeBron lets Bryce develop, man, he'll come into his own where he'll get to a NBA team and stick the year where he won't have to split time between and not that is a bad thing to split the time between G League, because that's what they do now. But yeah, I don't think you have to pull as many strings for Bryce as you did Bronny this year, leaving early.
I glanced over the chat. I'm with Big Papa Pump, Chico. Big Papa Pump. That's wrestling. Big Papa Funk.
I saw that too.
If you could play, you could play, man. Like, I've seen Shedeur Sanders accomplish a great many things with 2 sons on the field and 1 son behind the camera. So if a family affair works and we winning, only haters will be mad, and you ain't factoring in the opinion of the haters no way.
Mm.
Ain't nobody went up to Anheuser-Busch and said get rid of the Bushes in the building. Ain't nobody went to Walmart and said get rid of the Waltons in the building.
Right.
Give me another one.
You can load this son bitch up at James's if we winning.
He ain't lying.
You bring on Zuri if you want to. Hell, if we winning, that's all we want to do, baby. We want to win, Lakers. Let's go. I would tell you all my thoughts of getting rid of some of those players, but I'm just gonna leave it at that, man. Let's talk about Shedeur Sanders. Since we brought up Coach Prime, talk about Shedeur Sanders, man. Dukes, we talked about how well he's been performing, this legendary performance, basically in Brown's camp. And crazy thing is, you said I wouldn't be surprised if Shedeur not completing 80% of his passes so far in camp. And you was right on
like that, Chico?
He has 77%. Don't focus on that.
I ain't talking about that hinge in the back of your neck when you went backwards the other day. When you were trying to take your drops. I ain't talk about that, did I? I ain't talk about you in the imaginary microphone.
I got a hinge in the back of my neck.
Yeah, I ain't talking about that microphone you was rocking when you got a mic already in your face. You brought an imaginary mic and got the freestyle another day, like Chris Bosh.
I do want to point out to the chat where we did make it 26 minutes.
Yeah.
We made it 26 minutes without
yeah. That do me like that.
I just said what you said, dog.
Chat. That's what I'm saying, Chico. Like Chico, man.
Y'all can't be so sensitive.
That man got the bankhead bouncing. And said, hey, man, I don't know what the
Chico.
Like it was pretty accurate there.
Chico, whereas I can admit that I didn't expect that reaction from Dukes, you didn't do your best impersonation. You had a little shade in it.
Yeah.
Y'all always think it's some shade, man. I got nothing but love in my heart. What did he do? Well, I was about to say what did he did, but not did he, but
it's all good.
Anyway,
man. Yeah.
Smuggles KB said Shedeur out there slinging that thing. No diddy. Salty Best says Shedeur 51 and 30 or 53, 90. He's 1 to 78%. You know, Chico, the numbers are what they are. You know, you got some haters out there saying, yeah, but he's the only quarterback that hadn't gone against the ones. I don't know why, what reason. I know what he's doing to the people he is going against. He lighting their ass up at 78%.
Man, I tell you what, the Cleveland, the stat line that they keep showing, whoever makes that stat, they also know magic because they made some interceptions disappear.
You ain't lying. Say that, Dukes.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I mean, if I ain't see no interception, all of a sudden I see a 0 next to a name or two over there that should be at least a 1 next to. That's crazy.
And you know, I'm gonna tell you what's extra crazy about it. Removing it don't make no damn better. I take a 9-to-1 ratio.
I'm telling you.
Like you telling me that for every 9 touchdowns, I got 1 interception. But I'm going to Canton, Ohio. That's Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
I'm passing at 78%.
With those few attempts also that he had. You know what I mean? I think it was the Joe Flacco only had a lesser amount. I think it's
on the screen on the pregame Instagram. The total numbers for all of them.
Okay,
if you want to pull it up.
Salty Vet got you right there.
No, we got the list with all the others too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
I think that's a hint for Unc telling me to go to his Instagram page. So I got it this time. I'm on it.
You're trying to help you out, you know.
He's here.
Between you and Manny, we don't get nothing done.
Hold up. Manny, hit it.
That's a lie.
Had that waiting for you.
Chico, boy, you look like Tyler Perry with braids, boy.
Y'all keep on manifesting. Y'all think y'all being funny. Y'all keep on manifesting this Tyler Perry joint, and I'm gonna mess around. I'm gonna be on the Tyler Perry show, and Unc gonna do like this right here.
Somebody else said that before?
Yeah, Unc gonna be watching Netflix. He gonna say,
"Look,
this
I never heard nobody say that. I never heard nobody say that.
Man, they done Tyler Perry'd me out, dog.
For real?
Yeah. So shout out to my dog, my big cousin Tyler Perry. I'm ready, Unc. I'm ready, big cuz. I'm getting in shape. I'm reading my lines. I got my glasses so I can read better out loud. You know what I mean? I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Unc and I did
Mo says Medea goes to jailbreak.
Tyler Perry is super rich. He's
Like, no, he
Extra
wealthy.
rich.
He wealthy.
Man,
Extra rich.
Tyler Perry brought, man, in Atlanta, you know Tyler Perry Studios?
Hold on,
Yeah.
time
He's
out.
so
Yes,
rich.
yes. Time out.
Man.
People in chat, we need y'all to tag Tyler Perry in this right now. If you're not sharing, if you're not liking, if you're not commenting right now, you're not helping us out. Come on, help us out, man. As a matter of fact, tag Tyler Perry once again. Go ahead, Dukes.
No, that man's so rich, he bought a whole military base.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fort
All of
McPherson in Atlanta is Tyler Perry Studios. People, a lot of folks don't know that if you ain't from the city, but that was literally a military base, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got it. Like, so yeah, that ain't man, chick, I cannot unsee it now, bro. Golly.
What?
You do like Tyler Perry. I've never seen it before either. To just that, I used to say you look like with the braids somebody in the Tyler Perry movie because he loved putting them braids on folks. But now y'all favor.
Damn, that's crazy.
Chico Perry.
Chico, hey, I'll take it right now. You know what I mean?
Tyler Cleveland.
Holla at me,
Chief,
Tyler. I know you need a nice actor in your movie. You know, a fresh
Why he's
face.
not calling you. We can't even get the damn stats up on the screen. Why would Tyler Perry call you?
And you don't need one of those fake wigs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm here for it, Tyler Perry. I'm all for it. Holla at your boy. Shoot my shot, Unc. And here's a shot for you.
Thank you. Damn.
Dun, dun,
Just look at the percentage category, Dukes.
Mm-hmm.
You talk about making the most of your reps. Flacco with 53 attempts, Pickett 63 attempts, Dillon 83 attempts, Shedeur 53, same as Flacco. Flacco 51%, Shedeur 78. And
I love it.
Even like we said, these mysterious interceptions disappeared. So I take 9-1. I take it with a point guard. 9 assists to 1 turnover. I take 9-1, whatever we playing.
Right. And with that, you got to look at that completion percentage, though. That's just crazy. And Duke said, I wouldn't be surprised if he was up there near 80%. And right there at 77.4, man, you don't expect any quarterback to have a percentage completion like that. Come on, Duke.
I ain't even say nothing.
Especially a rookie, quote unquote, 5th round pick coming into camp and then to have those numbers. You know, you have a big time decision to make. I think one decision has already been made, and that is Shedeur Sanders is going to be on this roster.
No, for sure. And then two, if you take that one play where the interception was thrown, if that guy catches that slant, man, that's 42 out of 52. And I think it really is. It's damn near 80% of that's not. You have to do the math, but that's exactly. It's already damn near 80%. But from that point, man, you just think about it. Imagine what his quarterback rating is.
Yeah.
With this completion percentage and that touchdown to interception ratio, he would probably be at the perfect 150. I think the perfect score is 155. He would be damn close. Matter of fact, that's what we're gonna do next.
53.8.
Chico, Duke, speaking of people looking like people, that picture Shedeur down there with the necklace and the braids, he looked like Killmonger. He looked like
he does look like Michael B. Jordan right there.
They got Killmonger down there.
Man, Shedeur out there in practice. He got old boy like, is this your king? Going crazy. Hey, y'all seen Chad? Y'all seen Ocho slip up last night on the show?
What do you do? What do you do?
He said, "Hey man, you know, I've been talking to my young boys. You know, my boy Denzel Ward. Damn, I wasn't supposed to say Denzel Ward. Yeah, he came back and he said that Shedeur just looked different than everybody. You ain't see that? Yeah. But he said he was talking to people who actually play. Yeah. And he name dropped Denzel Ward on accident. I don't know if it was one of those Freudian flips. I think that's how he said. But
there's a lot of Browns players that's been doing interviews, and they have a lot of sound bites of them praising Shedeur and how well he's doing it and how much he's looking like a veteran quarterback back there and the throws he's making. So, and also if you look at some of the videos and pay attention to the audio, you can hear damn near some of the players cheering for Shedeur as he's making some plays out there. So I think they're behind him 100%, and it's just a natural football thing. I think they're going to gravitate towards one or maybe 2 quarterbacks, but definitely they're going to gravitate towards one quarterback as a team just naturally You know, they see who's playing and making plays out there.
Hey, Miss Dawn Duncan, you're correct. Is Freudian, but I was gonna work with Dukes, off there. I be blasting Chico ass on there. Pause.
Y'all see that? I didn't even say that. He just admitted that. Say it again, huh?
Run it back. Run
He
the tape.
said it. Now that's one of them ones where Chico, you brought it upon yourself. You said it. You put it out there. Oh, just put it out there. Y'all see. Y'all see what time. Y'all see why I be how I be.
You say Freudian?
C Maven AI says Shedeur's OTA excellence isn't a breakout, it's a reveal. He's simply showing what he's always been, one of the most accurate poets and NFL rated QBs to enter the league in recent years. Totally agree with that statement.
Absolutely. And he's learning from Joe Flacco, everything that he can. As he said, I saw a quote saying, I'd be crazy not to try to learn from Joe Flacco. And we've said that in the past before, how, if you're coming in as a rookie and you have an older guy on your team and you're not trying to extract some type of knowledge from him, then that's just showing maybe your immaturity or your lack of know-how or want to. You know what I mean? It's that'd be crazy to not do that. What y'all laughing at now in the chat? Here we go.
I'm laughing at Wayne Morgan, man, because he's spot on. Wayne Morgan said neither was gonna let Dukes make it, but he would have came out the top break on Chico neck. Let me tell you this, Wayne Morgan, had Chico said Fruitian, we would still be talking about it right now. The whole show would have been on Fruitian. But let me tell you something, Wayne Morgan. Let me give you a quick story, Wayne Morgan. I'm a diehard Dallas Cowboy fan. Jimmy Johnson had a rule: no sleeping in team meetings.
Here we go. I wish you would.
One day, a rookie fell asleep. Jimmy walked over there, knocked the playbook out. That's the big playbooks, didn't like phone books. Knocked the playbook off the desk. Dude jumped up. He said, "Cut, get out of here." Cut him on the spot. 5 days later, Emmitt Smith fell asleep in a team meeting. Jimmy walked over to him, tapped him on the shoulder, said, "Wake up, Emmitt." So you got to understand, Wayne Morgan, there's different rules for different people.
Oh, shit.
You know that's what they was going, Duke.
This is my Emmitt. I got to have her.
Hey, man.
You ain't know it was going that way, Duke.
I go to Kona get another Chico.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all see, and this is how free agency came about. That's where you had Reggie White and Deion Sanders and things like that. You know what I mean? So hey, no worries.
Chico, man, I'm gonna vote that one down,
get
bro.
$35 million. Just like
you can't go
nowhere. Gonna see me on the court on the cover of Sports Illustrated if I can get it out like this.
Hey, Chico, you can't go nowhere, bro. I'm hating on this collusion. Look, Chico the started something. Chico produced it. He the sound man. Oh, you don't want your accolades? Okay, I keep that.
No. Keep all of them.
I would do like Nora did with that dab. I'm take it back. Get those compliments. Give it back.
So dudes look like Emmitt Smith to you. Oh my gosh, man.
Chico, why am I getting emails from you right now?
You getting emails from me?
Let me see.
Oh, you probably getting those automatic clips because once again, Chico working. So Chico added you and you getting automatic clips. So now that's what you know what I'm saying? Chico working while working. That boy cold blooded. You heard me?
He ain't lying.
Nah.
Chico working while we working.
You understand me? Now, where we going next? Pass the ball.
I'll tell you where we can go. It's Friday the 13th. Not that it means nothing to us, but with it being Friday, that means 2 weeks of strength and conditioning are in the books. You get about 3 weeks in June, then 2 in July before you report back from summer camp. And I will say to you, man, that again, sound like a broke record, but that's okay. The things that Coach Swayze is throwing at this team and the way that they're embracing it and rising to the occasion and going above and beyond what you could even expect of them 2 weeks in, I really do think that when the football guys take over July 26th with their first practice should be July 28th, these guys are going to be in exceptional football shape, man. Like, let me tell you what I saw today, and we got a clip of it. I saw a 300-pound plus offensive lineman run 3 back-to-back 200s, and he was beating the defensive ends, sprinting. Jordan Seaton.
Damn.
Yeah. The fourth rep, Quincy Wiggins got him, but the first three. Now this is back to back 200-yard sprints, wide open, and Jordan Seaton was leading.
That's showing you, man, that boy been putting in some work. That young man has been putting in some work in the off season, and and Coach Swayze has got him right.
What I missed in the chat? Somebody said something. What I missed?
Man, Duke's private chatting over here.
Oh, okay.
Duke's is duking.
Oh, I see it. I had moved my phone. I see it.
Yeah, no, man.
Jordan, man. Go ahead, Duke.
Nah, Chico be doing a little slick stuff, right? So
Yeah.
when you said we got the clip, Chico turned his head. He was like, "Oh, really? Oh, we do? Oh, now you asking me for a clip?" I knew exactly what you was doing, Chico. That's why I said.
That's why you kept talking.
Yeah, I was like, Chico, that's why I put that in. That's why I put that in the private chat. Like, yeah, what's wrong with you, man?
Man, listen, I have been talking, and Unc was shaking his head, and I have said, I've questioned like, Unc, why you shake your head, or and he has literally gone off on me like, I'm just shaking my motherfucking head. I won't shake my motherfucking head.
Chico.
Chico.
Not going off, smack off.
Oh, shit.
And then the other day when you did it, I tried to act like you couldn't do it.
Right.
I see you there in your little side panel while I'm talking.
Right.
Hey, look, that was just for us. Chico brought it to the open. That was for us to joke. Yeah, you're right, Leon. Yeah, because I don't be want to put everything out on blast, so I might send Chico like, Chico. I literally said, Chico, what the F wrong with you? That's what I said.
Yeah, he did.
This is crazy. Every day I come on to the show and I say, I'm just gonna go right here, and that's where I be doing. That's what I do. Right? I just try to go somehow. It's like this.
Well, today we made it 26 minutes, so I think that's got to be a record.
Man, did y'all hear how Chico changed his voice the second time when he imitated me? The first time, the first time, that's why I cracked up too. The first time, oh my, sound like man, he made me sound like the Cookie Monster and damn Young Dro mixed together. The second time he was like, yeah, and Duke said such and such, like sound like Tom Brokaw. So I know you was doing that intentionally, but I'm gonna let you make it, Chico, because you know, you're my favorite cousin. So
hey, why streaming, Chico? We gotta give Big Tai, not the little one, her flowers.
Thank you, Big Tai, for coming on. How you doing, Big? Oh,
I got a bone to pick with Chico.
With Chico? Uh-oh. You must be with Uncle Neely. You Uncadelic too?
Got nothing to do with Uncle Neely.
Oh Lord, what is it, Mama Tai, Miss Tai?
Cause why you got your hair braided? Cause I don't like it.
You don't like my hair braided?
No.
I should have kept the fro.
You should have kept it. You see all this grown man that's right here.
Ooh.
Are you gonna rub on it like that? Make me want to keep my braids now.
No.
I'm jealous. You can't now. If I get my fro back and you touch it like that, then I might keep it. But you touching Uncle Neely's hair like that, I don't.
I'm telling you, he ain't. She whispering in my ear, and I'm trying to touch it.
I'm just making sure, hey y'all, we live right now.
We are live right now. You live on the morning run. Hey, widescreen Chico, I got to tell y'all something because TA walked through and said earlier, got to give the ladies of Coach Prime, the women in sports, a shout out, man. The camp management that football operations has been doing, like the record number of attendees over last year, the experiences that they have, no stone unturned, like all I's dotted, all T's crossed. These ladies have been working. They here when I get here, and when I leave, they still here. And I did a 13-hour day yesterday, and they beat me both ends of it.
So listen, the standard is the standard, period. Okay? The standard is the standard. But we have a lot of catching up to do because we've got to talk about the draft party that I thought was going to be one day that I went out there to plan a design, turned into 5.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got to talk about Travis Hunter's wedding that I designed. And I
You've been
really haven't
busy.
even had time.
Did you see that up this morning? It was posted this morning.
No way.
Where them fans at? Okay.
No,
that was Mama Tai?
We saying
whoa.
Where them camps at?
They were so happy it was over.
Over.
Hey,
Y'all really do a great job,
Thank
though.
you.
Y'all really do.
Thank you,
Absolutely.
Mama Ty hit it.
y'all. Hey, chat. I'm still
Oh
single.
yeah, they saying
My
hey,
hand
Mama
is single.
T,
Wait, which hand? I don't even know what hand I'm so single.
left hand.
Okay.
Man,
They
what's
saying
wrong with
hey,
folks
Mama
out here in
T,
this
hey,
world?
Big Ty.
Hey, y'all. Good to see y'all.
Good to see you too, Miss Tai.
I want to see the braids out. When should
Yes.
I check back in for that?
Shoot, they're about to come out in the next couple of days. I can't keep them down. I keep losing my little wave cap thing.
Just tag me so I can give you the okay that it's good.
I got you.
Chat, y'all put in the chat. Do y'all like him better with braids or with the afro? Which y'all let me know, ladies only. Let me know what y'all like best. Okay.
Y'all heard that right, ladies only.
Hey.
Big Ty.
Big Ty, not the little one.
I believe
Mama Neely.
when you gonna come on regularly?
The pregame network needs a female heavy presence. Y'all
I
need
agree.
a female show with women.
I
Everything
agree.
is so male populated.
I agree.
And as we know in the chat, males can't move without us, right?
I agree.
You know, we need to get a
You ain't lying.
female show on the.
She ain't lying.
Yeah, I see it coming.
Yeah.
Pause. No diddy. Big Beach Franklin said, "No lie, Ty is my celebrity crush, not just crush, celebrity crush."
Big B, you probably one of the ones in my DM saying inappropriate stuff. Cause y'all go too far in my DM.
Every time we do a segment on her still being single, she said, "Here come the pics."
They go too far. Mama T,
Oh,
Mama T, show that. Mama T, you fine. Mama T, don't do that, y'all. Don't do that.
Don't know how to speak these days. They don't know how to walk up to a woman or a young lady and speak to them these days. They just hit them on the DM and shoot their shot, don't it?
They just hit them on the DM. What's the proper way to approach Chico?
You asked the wrong one.
Now Chico got this.
First of all, with respect.
Yes.
You understand me? You got to approach with respect, and then just read the room, as Unc them say. Read the room, right?
So
you got to be able to read the room.
You got to feel her vibe.
If you approach me, Chico, what would your opening line be?
Oh, dang! I don't have no.
He need time to go to Chat GPT. That's where he get his game from. You put him on the spot.
Come on.
Hey, let's go to commercial real quick. So Chico can go to Chat GPT.
Mama
Chico, that's your time.
Miss Tai, I'll get back to you.
Man, Leon asked me, "Do she smell like cocoa butter?" Man, y'all get.
Oh my gosh, y'all! Wow,
man.
Chico, I know you did not just fumble the ball like that, bro.
No, that ain't no fumble. I just no. She understands. She understands, and I'm with.
Man, look.
After further review, the receiver did not have possession or maintain possession to and through the ground. The ruling by rule is an incomplete pass.
Chico.
Well, I was trying to talk. But I got my two.
Came out there, Chico.
I got my two brothers over here. Get him. You got it. You can do it.
What else I'm supposed to say?
He need Chat GPT. He ain't got it.
Look. Unc was on your
ass, brother, man. Come on, man. That's shy brother.
That's your invitation to me. You need Chat GPT.
Hold on, hey, chat. Hey, didn't I say, Chico, you can do this? I was like, Chico, you got this, bro. Come on, Chico.
You was encouraging.
I was encouraging. Y'all like, come on. I know, Chico. Come on, Chico.
That's for the private chat. See what y'all missed is that just went right over y'all head, right? I shouldn't even put it out there. But I'm gonna give y'all some game right quick, right? She asked me a question after talking about how all the guys are coming and being disrespectful in the DM.
Okay.
You feel me? Then she asked me a question on here and intentionally left before I can answer the question. After I said, read the room.
That's not what happened.
So if you read what she said behind the lines, you see what I'm saying? I'll take it from here, Mama Tai. Don't worry about it. If they don't get it, Miss Tai, don't worry about it.
Here's one thing I know for sure, Chico. You not only can't read on paper, you can't read rooms either. If that's your analysis.
I got it. I read it. It's all good. We're not worried about everybody else out
I
there.
I tell you
We're
what,
not worried
most of
about
the
y'all
men in the
too.
chat agree with
But over
Dukes
y'all
that was the fumble. Like I'm seeing
And
fumble,
most of the
fumble.
men in the chat are the same ones in Miss Tai's DMs talking about show me that thing and all this other stuff, thinking they gonna get some. So we ain't worried about them. We're not worried about them, big dog. We on another level. Just like 2 Chainz said, I'm on another tier. Call me a crybaby. You heard me?
Hey man,
I'm on another tier. Call me a crybaby.
Chico, what they say, Chico?
Trying to say over there, trying to say somebody else fumbled and ain't never carried the ball. Come on now, dog.
What they say in her DM? Chico?
All this other stuff in
Hey,
the
man,
DM, man.
we good. We almost done. This is a star-studded affair walking in. We done had T.A. Johnson. We done had Miss Tai. Who was I just talking about, Chico? And I said they 200-yard sprints today.
The big man, Jordan Seaton, the future #1.
Who just walked in.
No.
Is the camera on?
It's live.
Big time.
What's up, everybody?
How you doing, Jordan?
Good, chilling, man.
Big
Man, that's
C.
big time Jordan Seaton right there, baby.
Yeah,
Future
we got
#1 pick.
We got a little meet in 10 minutes when we get out the air, man. We got about 10 left on the show, Jordan. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, for everybody out there, man, we appreciate y'all checking in with us. We got one more thing to talk about, though. That's,
Let's do it.
You know, off the subject
Of you fumbling.
of me catching what Mama Tai was putting out there that was way over everybody else's head that they couldn't even get to. You know, Uncle Neely out there with a baseball glove on, jumping. It goes over his head, goes between Duke's legs. He misses the ground ball. And here comes Big Dog Chico with the scoop.
What did you scoop?
See, y'all missed it again. Don't worry about it. Rewind it. Y'all might catch it. Other than that, Antonio Brown, man, is back in the news. He's trending right now. And it's pretty much something that, do we even want to talk about this?
No, matter of fact, I gotta run anyway, man. I see y'all in a minute.
No, you ain't going nowhere. Antonio Brown is wanted by police in Miami-Dade County on criminal charges of attempted murder. That's his boy.
He bounced. He vamped the camp, man.
He vamped the camp, dog. You still got 9 minutes left on your time sheet, Dukes. We're gonna dock that pay.
Who's gone, man?
So you had to clock in at work.
Hey, you know, Chico, I didn't know or hear much about it, but I this is stemming like from a shooting some while ago, huh? Like he shot in the crowd or something.
Yeah, I don't know too much about it, but you know, a couple of weeks ago he was involved in an altercation where allegedly he shot some shots in the air to kind of get out of the situation from what I saw online. And I'm not sure whether this is stemming from that, you know, whether when he shot in the air, or is this a different separate situation, but he's apparently wanted for attempted murder. Hopefully he can bounce back from this and it's not what it seems.
Yeah, we'll see. I was assuming it was related to the shooting in the crowd, if particularly he was aiming at somebody, which I don't know. I just seen the grainy footage, but you know, hopefully nobody was harmed, man. Hopefully he can get the help he need, and it's better if you turn yourself in than to have them come find you.
Exactly. Ain't lying about that. So I mean, I think we got pretty much everything out that we needed to get out.
Yeah,
we talked
did.
about Shedeur, talked about the Buffs, had a couple appearances, Mama Tai, Jordan Seaton coming through, and who else we had? Let me see.
TA
Dukes and dipped out. TA came through here.
Man,
I think we covered all the news that we needed.
Like a ninja and he got up, he gone.
Oh my gosh, man. I can't win for losing on here, man.
Friday.
I don't know
We
what's
do
going
have the
on.
reaction show Saturday night, so y'all keep your notifications on for that. And again, no Unc and Chico live on Sunday, so we'll be back with the morning run on Monday.
All right, there we go. Hey man, we appreciate y'all hating in the chat. Chico shot an air ball. Second technical foul on Chico. Chico can't shoot. Chico can't catch. And all the other stuff. Well, it's all good, man. I got love for y'all, just like y'all got love for me. Put a W in the chat for Unc and Chico. Put a W in the chat for Dukes the Scoop and Mama Tai and everybody else out there in the world today that's living and breathing. And be careful what you put inside. The outside is the receipt.
Chat GPT Chico.
Now that's 2 Chains. Life is
okay.
Beautiful, featuring Larry June. Check it out. Other than that, man, we're gonna be up and about this thing. Peace in the Middle East. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. Stay tuned
Happy
for the
Father's Day
reaction
to all
show
the fathers
tomorrow.
out there, man.
Happy Father's Day. Have a great one. We up and up out of here. Peace in the Middle East.
Yeah.